Oh, you guys, 2023 is already a blessed year for the movies because we've been getting back-to-back beautiful masterpiece of movies, and there's still a lot more to come, guys. But little did I know that the best movie of the year will be out even before the first half of the year. Across the Spider-Verse is a diamond in the rough. This movie was so good. Throughout the whole time of watching this movie in the cinema, I felt like I was experiencing a live comic book or something like that. That was how insane the animation style of this movie was. Every scene of this movie is pure art. I was truly impressed with this movie. The different story arcs. I love how this movie is heavy on friendship, family, and trust. I like that Gwen Stacy opened this movie. Her universe was so different and soft. I like the feel of her universe. It was just different, more like oily blur a bit. Look at the city view, the shade. It felt very lazy, but I love it because it's equally unique at the same time. The story plotline between Gwen and her dad was so touching. The emotional roller coaster so daring that I literally wanted to help her out so bad. Like I wanted to jump in there and help explain things to her dad to see from her view. That was how insane that was. Her fear of being who she is, her traumas. Gwen's story arc was something truly beautiful to watch unfold. The new characters were all incredible. Miguel O'Hara, oh, the introduction of that character, guys. I like that we got to experience him in the first act of this movie. His looks, the animation style, this cape thing that he had going on, astonishingly good. I love that his web is orange, or should I say red. I just love the fact that it's not white. The respect this character has is just so amazing. Miles Morales remained fantastic. You can feel the character growth and development for a 15-year-old boy. Him getting more mature and making decisions for himself, getting more close to his family. I like that we got to see more relationship between him and his parents, guys. And it's still funny to me how Miles' father still haven't figured out that he's a Spider-Man. I mean, the fact that he gets so close with him and even holds conversation with him as Spider-Man. I feel like there should be some traits Miles shared with the Spider-Man that the dad had to figure out. Okay, let me ask, guys, do you think it's actually possible to not figure out that Miles is Spider-Man if he was your son? My answer to this is no. Let me know your answer. Do you think you will find out that he's a Spider-Man if he was to be your son? Because the dad not noticing that this is my son speaking to the Spider-Man or noticing some character traits is still wild to me. Another incredible thing about this movie is the ability to contain new characters and new Spider-Mans in this movie and then not miss out on the plotline as well. The new characters were all incredible. I still wondering how these people came up with these. Pavita brought the vibe. I like the diversity with the characters, how he's Indian, the way they paid homage to Indian world and culture. Seeing the Indian world in the Spider-Verse world, if that makes sense, was so cool and fun to watch. Pavita's spider suit was creative, inspired by the Indian culture. That was so smart, guys. Now to Hobby Brown, the Spider-Punk. Oh my god, this character was so amazing. I'll start with the looks, guys. Like, who thought of this? A 2D comic drawing brought to life. You guys, this is why Spider-Verse will forever stay the pace for animation. The whole animation looks so fun. You can tell the animators were having fun and at the same time experimenting, and it works, guys. Hobby was a fun character. I was so impressed with the animation. He was so dope. I also love that the character is British because I love the British accent. Daniel Kaluuya did a good job with the voice acting. There was a scene where the first Spider-Man were fighting. I mean, Miles, Gwen, Pavita, and Hobby Brown. It was so beautiful to watch. The four of them together in the same space was breathtaking. The sequence to their fight scenes was moderately perfect. The superhero moment was needed because it reminded us, the audience, that we're watching a superhero movie, just in case we got carried away with all the Spider-Verse shenanigans that was going on. That was so smart. I love this movie so much, guys. Jessica Drew, I didn't get that she was pregnant from the trailers. Imagine a Spider-Woman jumping up and down and riding bikes while pregnant. Now that was so sick. The whole time I was worried about the baby, hoping that she doesn't get a miscarriage or something like that. Like, so many things about this movie was so good that it's literally making it the best movie of the year, guys. Peter Parker coming through with the baby was just a very nice comic relief. His baby girl as a spider baby was such a cute thing with her woven spider mask. I just don't know why they had Peter wearing overall the whole time. Like, that was just so insane, guys. The whole Spider-Verse thing with a bunch of spider people was so creatively mind-blowing that it was overwhelming in a good way. Like, I was literally in awe watching this movie. The fact that they dedicated time in creating different spider people and then having them all in the same room and then giving them all different plot lines and storylines, that was so good, guys. You can't honestly tell me that this movie didn't surprise you, because most times we hype a movie up and it ends up not living up to the hype. But that was not the case with Across the Spider-Verse. Like, the hype of this movie has been there, and then this movie came and delivered. The first movie, Into the Spider-Verse, was so good, and then the second one, Across the Spider-Verse, mind-blowing. And we will also be getting the third one coming next year, March. Like, I'm so happy that it's ready, guys. We don't have to wait for a year or two. We literally have months because it's dropping next year, March. And I'm also really hoping that nothing will cause the movie to get postponed or something like that. The only bad thing about this movie, in my opinion, is you can't just understand this movie at first sitting. You have to rewatch this movie over and over again to be able to get the full juice, the full jokes, the full storyline, to understand everything everything that's literally going on. Like, this is why I hate the cinema, guys, because you don't get to rewind, you don't get to watch with subtitle, you just be going with the pacing and everything that is going on. I can't wait for this movie to come out in Blu-ray or digital so that I'll be able to rewatch it again, over and over again. I don't think I'm going to get tired of this movie in a hurry. Like, this movie was so good and is no doubt being the best movie that was dropped in 2023. The villains of this movie are no doubt remarkable. The Spot was a good villain. The whole supermarket thing in the beginning with Mouse was crazy and entertaining. I'm so happy that animation is living up to the hype, getting more interesting and peak, and other studios are copying this style of animation. I would like to see more of this. Disney is coming with their Wish, TMT is dropping soon, Puss in Boots was great. I hope to see more new animation coming out with this style of animation, and also it will be so fun if the creators of Spider-Verse is going to come out with a new franchise, like a whole new animated movie with this style of animation. I would like to see them explore other different style of animation and different story. I would like to see like an olden day representation with this style of animation. I feel like that would be so fun to see. You guys, without any doubts, Across the Spider-Verse is the best movie of 2023, and if you haven't seen this movie, I suggest you just go to the cinema and see this movie. It's the best way to experience this movie, and then probably wait till it comes out again to have a rewatch. Please don't forget to like this video, guys. If you made it to this level, you're the real MVP. Thank you so much for the support and engagement on my channel lately. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm out of here.